Yeah, what's going on, everybody? TJ here, and welcome to the boss room. So, for today's video, we're going to be playing Magic Arena, and they're actually doing a really cool midweek Magic this week, the Challenger Showcase. So, they have the 4 upcoming 2022 Challenger decks available to check out and play. So you see here, these are the ones that are going to be coming out. We've got a Dimir Control, blue-black, a Gruul Stompy, red-green, a white Mono White Aggro, and a black-red Rakdos Vampires. So I played a handful of games so far, and I've been really enjoying the Mono White Aggro deck. So I thought this was a great opportunity to show you guys what this deck is actually like, how it plays, and even more importantly, how it does compared to the other challenger decks that are going to be coming out this year. So let's get into a game and see how we do. Okay, I'm going to start with 3 snow-covered plains. It's an all snowland deck. Clarion Spirit, which is really cool as a second spell. Or no, I'm sorry. You cast this, and then when you cast your second spell, you create a 1/1 flyer. Fearful Absence is good control. Thalia, 2/1 with first strike. And Redain, God of the Worthy, which I've actually been playing more so the back, the Valkmira Protector's Shield. I think this is a pretty good hand. Let's keep it and see how it plays out. Check it out. You got a really cool sleeves for the trial here. They play Evolving Wilds. Wow, they could have actually gotten rid of that and searched for the basic land card already. This might be their first game with the deck. Let's see. I say we actually bring out Luminarch Aspirant first because it gives a +1/+1 at the beginning of combat, and that'll actually happen even though it's got Summoning Sickness. As long as they don't destroy it, which they might be able to do. I'm not too sure. I'm not even sure which deck. I think that these are the sleeves for the blue-black Dimir Rogue. Or Dimir Control, whatever it's called. Yeah, blue-black. Okay, we got our +1/+1. We're now at 2/2. They're actually a snow deck as well. I forget which card, but one of these cards in mono white has an ability that taps Snowland, so this is going to be good to play versus them if we get that card pulled. Okay, Parasitic Grasp, no big deal. Bring out another land. Okay, see, we have Usher of the Fallen now. Check this out. This is really cool. So we'll play this card first, right? It says whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 white spirit creature with flying. So now we're going to play this as the second spell this turn since we have the mana for it. And we get a flyer as well. It's a bit of a shame that they killed our Aspirant, but not a big deal. Because next turn we got 3 creatures out on the board. See what they're going to do. We could destroy target creature planeswalker. It will cause them to investigate, which is pretty much a token that allows them to sacrifice an artifact, and draw a card. So this is pretty much they get a card draw. Alright, this is definitely the control aspect of their deck. Okay, Code Spell Cleric. When it enters the battlefield, if it was the second spell you cast this turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. So I've got 3 mana. They don't have any creatures. Let's get Thalia out. Right? And then we'll play Code Spell Cleric second. Because once it comes out second, you get to put a +1/+1. Let's put it on... let's put it on Thalia because she's got first strike. She. I think it's a she. And we will attack for 3 damage. I almost wanted to put it on the flyer and buff up the flyer. I don't really know if this deck has many flyers that could block that. But it does have blue, so there's a possibility. And I like that this one has first strike to buff up. Okay. So they play Graveyard Trespasser. It's got a ward on it. I would have to discard a card. Whenever Graveyard Trespasser enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. If a creature card was exiled this way, each opponent loses life and you gain a life. That's what just happened. They gain a life and I lost a life. Faceless Haven. Pretty cool as a blocker. We'll play it because it's also a land. Colorless though. Colorless mana. Now, we could attack with Thalia and kill the Graveyard Trespasser. One, two, three, four. I don't have enough mana for the shield yet. I say we just play it as a creature. We are an aggro deck. Let's be aggressive. And send out Thalia to attack. See if they'll block. If not, they'll take damage. I really wanted to get rid of this card, but they do have the ward where I would have had to discard Redain. Alright, they just took damage. Shipwreck, Marsh. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a 4/4 because it just turned into night. You know what? This is what we're going to do. We're going to destroy it. This is a little bit iffy because they have like a lot of mana and I don't know if they're going to have a counter spell. Blue typically has a counter spell. Do we attempt this? Do we take the risk? Let's not do it just yet. How about that? Let's pull back for now. Let's pull back for now. We'll hold on to our land. We'll go to combat. And attack with just our flyers. Okay. So get rid of one of our flyers. Now they got rid of a bunch of their mana. So now I'll destroy. and discard a land for it. Play it a bit safe. They take 1 damage. I mean, they still could have had something to counterspell it for 2 mana, but it was less likely, in my opinion. Damn, they're literally about to just destroy all my creatures. They picked humans? I think that was a major mistake on their part. Okay. Because they could have killed me, like, my entire board by picking, like, anything else. Alright, so I have a plains in my hand. So what I like to do when I've only got 1 land, this is just a little tip. I like to play the psychological game. So they see me looking at this card and, like, they think I'm thinking if I want to play it. So I'm just going to keep it in my hand. Go to combat. I've got a bunch of mana. And they have no clue what could be in my hand. We'll end turn. Just keep them on their toes. Okay. They play nothing. I'll play that. Not a big deal. Faceless Haven. For 3 snow, I get a 4/3 creature with vigilance. And all creature types until end of turn, but it's still a land. I don't know if this will allow it to attack, so I'm going to take this opportunity to test it. I know this is great as a blocker. What are they doing? Of my library? Oh, of their library. Where X is the amount of mana spent to cast a spell. Put 2 of them into your hand, the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay. So right now they are looking at 4 cards. Deciding if they want to keep 2 of them. Which ones to keep. Oh, wow. I did not know that it was going to be attacker. That's a game changer. This deck just got even stronger. See, I've been playing and using this as a blocker. I did not know that it came in with haste. It doesn't say haste, it says vigilance. Okay, they got a 4/4 with summoning sickness. What's back here? Flashback for 7 mana. They don't have 7 mana. Okay, so they destroy my Faceless Haven. They did not like that. They did not like that. Now I search for a basic land. Mono White. Yes. How much mana does this cost? Perfect. Alright, ready for this? Skyclave Apparition comes out. Gets rid of the non-token permanent. I have to discard a plains. It's out. I attack all. And we win the game. Hell yeah. Skyclave Apparition, pretty much for, it'll get rid of one of their cards for 4 or less mana. But the only caveat to that is when Skyclave Apparition dies, they get another creature that is the mana cost as its like toughness and defense. So if it was like a 3/3 like that one was, or if it was like 3 mana like that one was, then it would come back as a 3/3. Let's play another. You can bluff not having a spell to cast by quickly passing or clicking end turn. Tips like that are great because there's definitely a psychological game with Magic. All right, what do we got? We've got 2 regular planes, a Faceless Haven. Usher of the Fallen's a great 1-drop. Intrepid Adversary, I kind of like when we have at least 4 mana. Just because of the ability. If you pay an extra 2 mana, you can do it any number of times though. But when you do that, it puts Valor counters, and then every other creature on the board gets a +1/+1 for each Valor counter. Luminarch Aspirant is a really good 2-drop. And then we got a 3-drop. All right, so this isn't the most ideal, but I think that we can win with it. This looks like by the sleeve, we're going against a black-red. Was that Rakdos Vampire? Voldaran Estate. What does it do? It's colorless. Pay 1 life, add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only for a vampire, or 5 mana and tap to create a blood token. Damn, that's pretty expensive for a blood token. 1 less. Oh, but it costs 1 less to activate for each vampire you control. I can see how that can be good. Let's bring in our Usher of the Fallen. Mono White Aggro with the aggression. Turn 2. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, you may pay 1 mana and sacrifice an artifact. If you do, create a 3/1 red construct with haste. Alright. Ooh, this is cool. Monk of the Open Hand. When you cast your second spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Alright. So usually... Alright, let's get the Luminarch Aspirant out just because it gets the +1/+1 per combat, like right now. Let's put it on itself. We'll attack. I'm not really scared if we trade. I actually hope we trade. Go ahead, block it. If they take damage, I'm okay with that too. Alright, good. This card's really strong. I'd rather have this staying out. Florian. Alright, we'll get our Faceless Haven out. Florian Valdaran Scion. I don't know if I pronounced any of that right. Alright, it's a 3/3 with first strike. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, so that's after combat, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the total amount of life your opponent's lost this turn. Exile 1 of those cards and put the rest on the bottom of your library. You may play the exile card. Okay. Alright, what do we got here with the Spellbinder again? This is a 3/1 flyer. When Spellbinder enters the battlefield, look at the opponent's hand. You may exile a non-land from it. As long as it remains exiled, they can play it, but it costs 2 more to cast. Ooh, let's do that. Let's just do that. Let's take a look at their hand. We got this thing again. Immerse Storm Predator. Flying. Alright, let's get rid of the Predator. Make it more expensive for them. And we will turn this into... Let's make this a 3/3. That was a tough call. Do we attack? Does first strike hit when blocking? I can't remember. Is now the time to learn? Let's save it and let's let it get a bit more buffed. Let me know in a comment below. If the defending creature has first strike, does first strike still work? Or will they attack each other at normal speed? They play the 3/3 with first strike. No blocks. So they're just gonna wreck me. Alright. They do the exile thing. Florian is a good card. Can we pull a whatever that card is? I forget the name of it. Where it just destroys target creature. On Occult Anvil. Whenever one or more artifacts. Socialite. You control leave the battlefield during your turn. Create a 1/1 construct artifact. Okay. Or you can sacrifice, deals 1 damage to each opponent, and you gain a life. Alright. What are we working with here now? We got a Clarion Spirit. When you cast your second spell, this is good as when you cast your second spell. How about we do... Let's get the 2/2 out. And we'll play a Paladin. It would be nice if I got some more lands here. Creates a blocker. We got ourselves a 4/2 flyer now. I say we just attack with both and put on some pressure. I mean, it can always block the 3/3 and die. I'm okay with that. Matter of fact, why don't you do that? Didn't do it. Six mana to play this. We'll bring another smelter out. Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna sacrifice? They're thinking. Wow, I can't believe they only used one. No block. No block, no problem. Oh yeah, they do that thing again. I would really like to get rid of this card. Bloodtithe Harvester came out. That's a really good card. Bloodtithe Harvester. It's... When it comes into play, it's only 2 mana. When it comes into play, it creates a blood token, and then you can sacrifice it itself to target a creature and get -X and -X, where -X is twice the number of blood tokens. So right now they could do -2, -2 to me. Bloodtithe Harvester is a really good card. I mean, I could get everything, give it +1/+1. That could be pretty good. 6. Do 6 damage, and then I'd be able to block. I say we do that, actually. Make it 5, and then we'll make this a 5/5 as a blocker. Swing with our flyers. They bring that out. Are they going to sacrifice? And get rid of my flyer? If anything, I would sacrifice it after I blocked so they could kill one of my other guys, but who knows what they're thinking. They sack that. Deal 1 damage to get a life. Oh, it's only from tapping. Gotcha. They could keep doing that. That's pretty interesting. I didn't realize that. You could actually get rid of the construct over and over and keep doing that. Alright. They potentially pay the mana, right? Okay. So what did that destroy? That destroyed their... Alright. We block this with first strike. And we also get rid of the harvester. That will do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage to us. I'm happy with it. Yes. Fateful Absence. Destroy target creature. Alright. Let's do work. We'll get rid of the dragon. It's indestructible, but tapped. Do we bring out Monk for safekeeping? I think that we just win right now. I think we just win. Because they can't block these 2 flyers, and they only have 7 health. Good game. Wow. Not gonna lie, they were a really good player. That was actually probably the best red-black that I played against so far. We are 2-0 with our Mono White Aggro. It's really cool to see how these are playing out before they're even released. We get a free card, Closing Statement. Spell cost 2 less, blah blah. Destroy target creature, planeswalker to control. but pretty cool. Let's play another game. We're going to play a handful of games. Hopefully go versus at least one of every deck. What have we done? We've done blue-black deck, and we've done the now red-black deck. So we still have to go versus green, red, and another mono white. Mono white is the only thing I'm actually really concerned about. I mean, sure, I'm sure that the other decks are able to beat mono white. Maybe. As long as like my intro is bad. But I'm liking mono white. What do we got? We got 2 lands. We got a 1-drop. And the second 1-drop. This card again. Ooh, we got the Aspirant. This is a pretty cool card too, once your board gets built up. I'm really, really happy with this hand. And we are going versus red-green. I could tell by the sleeves. Let's see, when you cast your second spell each turn. So let's bring out an Usher of the Fallen for turn 1. Wow, and we got the Clarion. Another second spell thing. Okay, they passed turn, they played a land. We'll bring out our second. And we'll bring out This time we will play. I'm trying to strategize this to make this all like second spell stuff work. I think we'll just bring out Luminarch Aspirant for now. Once we have 3 mana, we can start playing around with the second spell thing. Combat phase. Give this +1/+1. Get a Braids. Kind of a bummer, but not the end of the world. At least we got their Braid out of the way, at least one of them. A Braid is a killer card. So this is a pretty good card, but I'm actually really concerned about... Actually, they have a handful of really good cards. But I say we destroy it because... Do we destroy it or... Now let's get some board presence. Let's get some board presence here. We can handle that for now. No attack. Because they're just going to block it and kill it. Why would I do that? Halana and Elena. So they've got a 6/5 with haste now. 6/5, 6/5. Let's take the hit. I want to keep my board presence. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, put X +1/+1 counters on another target creature you control where X is Halana and Elena's power. That creature gains haste until end of turn. So every time this is going to be getting +2/+2. So what we can do is let's destroy this one because it's getting kind of buffy. And for the second card of the turn, Let's play this one. Deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control. To Halana and Elena. Also gives us a buff and another flyer. We all attack. And smack him for 7 damage. That is very unthreatening. We bring out the Luminarch. And you know what? We bring out the Thalia just because we've got this second thing popping up. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't concede. Okay. So it's got reach. Do we sacrifice it? We definitely play these two. We could sacrifice one and then no, let's just hit him with these two because they can't do anything about it. And now we got all this to block with. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you are, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more Magic playing and other video games eventually, please subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the bell so you're notified on the next video as well. This video isn't over. That game is over, but this video is not over. We're going to keep on playing. We are now 3-0. Loving it. What are you guys gonna get? Which deck? Are you guys gonna buy the decks? Are you gonna get Mono White or are you gonna get another one? Let me know in a comment below. We got 3 planes. This takedown card's good towards the end. Dahlia is cool. Luminarch Aspirant is cool. Ah, God, I think I want to mulligan this one. That's much better. But what do we do? What do we keep and what do we get rid of? This is great to play as a second spell. Do we get rid of one Thalia? Definitely keep this hand. Let's get rid of one of the Thalias. Just because these all play really well together. Actually, I probably could have gotten rid of the Usher. All of the Storm Giants. If you control 2 or more lands. And just battlefield tapped. Okay. For 6 mana, it turns itself into a 7/7 blue giant. Oh, what do they do? Power word kill. Okay. I'm glad that they use it on that. Okay, so we get the Luminarch out. Turn 2. It buffs itself. Turn 3, we bring out Thalia and then Code Spell. Code Spell, if it's played second, put a +1/+1 on target creature. Oh wow, we got another one. We put it on Thalia. Ooh. I forgot about that. We put the other one on Thalia as well for the first strike damage. And no attack. Sometimes you gotta be patient with your aggro deck. As counterproductive as that may seem, they are a control deck. That is true. We play Faceless Haven. That was a bit of a bummer that they got rid of the Thalia. Really smart play on their part, though. Let's see. Do I sacrifice this? Make it the 4-3. Let's make it a 4-3. Target the 4-3 to make it a 5-4. Wait, see, this is what I don't understand. Like, why is it not attacking now? Like you saw earlier in this video. I have video proof that it attacked. That is so ridiculous. Like, why can't I not attack with it now? That was the whole plan. Guess we don't attack. I feel like that just like really screwed up a lot. Someone explain to me why that happened, because you can literally go back earlier in this video and see that the Faceless Haven attacked. Unless I'm just bugging out. No block. Not in the best position right now, but who knows. Let's exile one of their cards. Bring Code Spell out. Power kill. They definitely got a lot of control. But we can still see their hand. And all they have is an Ice Tunnel. This will still be the second card of the turn. So we get the +1/+1 counter. What do we put it on though? Let's just start buffing up Code Spell Cleric. Kinda worried to not attack. Okay. Alright, I would need a second card to be able to use that. Okay. We just go to combat. Buff it. Next. And we do not attack, because now we have a Faceless Haven that can be a blocker, and a 4/4 that could also be a blocker. They play a third heavy. Nice. Okay. So now we'll try this again as a blocker this time. Pass the blockers. Block. Block. Trade them. I don't want to get rid of that card. They have no more cards. If I can just be patient. Let's play it. And spend the mana. Auto pay. So not everything gets +1/+1. And we'll make this now a 4/4. And do we attack? Do we start being a little bit aggressive here? Or do we take one more hit? I don't really want the aspirant to go, but I also don't want intrepid adversary to go. Let's get rid of the aspirant. Okay, no big deal. They take the hit. Wow. We blocked the 4. Just kill it. This one's gone next turn anyway. Damn. Oh, okay, I see. It can keep being used. Damn, that's a heavy land card. Can I get rid of a land? No. Let's do this because I think it'll make it cost 2 more. The flyer. I think that this is now going to cost them even more, and every land that they play comes into play tapped. It should, because it says non-creature spells your opponent's cast with mana value 4 or greater cost 2 more. So this is not necessarily a creature card. So I'm wondering. Oh, or they just destroy it. Why is it not untapped, I wonder? Faithful Absence is an instant. Ward 3. So 1, 2. Alright, I can actually kill it if they bring it out. Let's buff up this. Feeling pretty good again. Feeling really good. Let it come out, right? Now we destroy it. Auto pay 3 mana. Dead. Peace to the Storm Giant. We're just gonna attack. Buff. Smack him for 6. I'm liking where we're at right now. I am liking where we're at. They finally destroy it. I bring out another. Buff. Smack. End turn. If they can't do anything, we win next turn. Yes! Wow! Alright. What is that, 4-0? We're not 5-0. I think that's 4-0. Damn. I gotta admit, the people I've been playing on this video have been really good. Like, the people earlier were not as good as these people have been. But Mono White has been coming in clutch. Storm Skrillex. Like Skrillex. Drops the thunder. That was lame. But you get what I'm saying. You get the joke. I guess if you're in EDM world, you get the joke. Anybody rave? Anybody go to shows? I haven't been to a show in so long. Since pre-pandemic. Alright, we got 2 of these guys, girls actually, and 2 of the clerics, which comes in as the second spell. Alright, so let's keep it and see what happens. Damn. We're going against blue-black again. I kind of feel like we just play it. Just to get some heat on the table. Right. That's cool. We'll buff up our vigilance and attack them with it. Okay, here's where the magic happens. Cleric comes out as the second spell this turn. We get a +1. We'll add it to the other cleric. We're just gonna buff this cleric like way up right now. This is Mono White Aggro. This is very aggro right now. I'm surprised some of those games that I even lasted so deep into the game with an aggro deck. But when we gotta play like this, this is good. This is good. We bring out the Faceless Haven, we bring out a Paladin. We can actually pay the mana for level 2. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Right? Cleric, cleric. All attack. They didn't have a chance. Watch them do something crazy and win. I doubt it. But it's possible. But I'm pretty confident. I mean, come on. Like, they have to be able to block 3 the next turn. Monk of the Open Hand is a cool second spell thing. Let's just attack them and just end the game. They parasitic grasp one of the aspirants. That doesn't matter. Mono White Aggro. That was an aggressive game. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Shall we play another? We are undefeated. We are currently undefeated. What was that, 5 games? 5 or 6? I can't really remember. Drink some water. If you heard that, I don't know if you heard me sipping water. Okay. We got 2 plains and a haven. 2 paladins, a cleric, and the aspirant. I kind of like it. I kind of like the double paladin. So we're making it more challenging for them to play spells. Should we make it double challenging? Yeah. Let's make it double challenging. And bring out Codespell Cleric as the second spell, giving itself +1. Oh, spells during your turn, not their turn. See, I misread that, but that is still okay. I guess we could get the Haven out now. And, they're not snow, so that doesn't really matter too much. Non-creature spells. It would be nice to have a Flying Vigilance, but, I mean, this one's just going to buff the hell out of everything. So I think we just do that. We attack. They can block. They probably won't. We'll just take 3 damage. Abraid's a really good card. Abraid is a really good card. No blocks, because we can buff that thing up. Now, what's the move? Do we play the shield? If we play the shield, anything that the opponent controls deals 1 less damage. It'll deal 1 less damage. That could be pretty good. Let's play it. Let's play the shield this game. That becomes a 2/2. Do we save it as a block? Let's save it as a block. They're probably going to activate this, giving it all +1/+1, but it's really just going to go back down to a 1/2 because of the shield. I'd be surprised if they didn't do that buff. I really want to do mine. But I think that the shield was the better play. Oh, and they abrade. But it doesn't matter. But they have to pay one more. So it's going to counterspell if they can't pay the mana. That's fine. We've got an apparition. I said we play the plains. We apparition the Sentinel. Sentinel. That becomes a 3/3. I don't think I'm ready to block. Okay. Now let's bring a little bit of some buffs up here. Make our dude a 4/4. Kind of want to block. I unfortunately think that the move is a hold. I mean, they're not going to block, and then they're just going to hit me for 5. Well, I'm only here doing 4. Magda, Brazen Outlaw. Look at Magda riding that dragon. So it looks like a 4/4, but really it's a 3/4 because the shield is about to protect me. They think that they're gonna trade. Ooh. I was not expecting that. Nice play. And I pulled the plains. Alright, I don't think this is gonna be the game that we win. It's not looking too hot so far, but you never know, right? What does this do? Whenever you attack, double strike and +1/+1. I don't have anything attacking. We only have one Faceless Haven. That can be great as one blocker. Let's do that. We'll let them attack. Bring a Faceless Haven out to block. I still have 16 health, so you never know. This game could definitely turn around. See what they attack with. They attack with a 5/5, or what are they gonna add it to? I've got a 4/3. That glitch was off. Okay, I've got a 4/3. I said we get rid of the sniper. Oh wait, it's a 6/5. And this is gonna do 1 less damage, right? Is that how it worked last time? Yeah. So I block the 5/5. It's only going to do 4 damage to me. So kills her wolf. I ran another paladin. Okay. We bring out the paladin. We had to let it buff. Oh no! I did not want you to use that. You gotta be careful with this auto shit. That's not what I wanted to happen. Maybe I can still play it. I don't really know. That was unfortunate. We're not down and out. Well, I just learned a very valuable lesson about the mana, which I already knew, and I just didn't do anything about it. Nice. We bring out the cleric. Cleric's gonna come out fairly buffed anyway, isn't it? Make sure it doesn't use my faceless. We got a 4/4. I don't think I can really do much here. That's okay though. We had a killer win streak. We had a couple unfortunate turns, some lessons learned. We don't fail, we just learn lessons, get better, right? The winning mindset. Because you guys are winners, so you know that we just learn lessons and improve. They don't attack. And I draw planes. I wonder why they didn't just finish us off. I think they're just kind of toying with me right now. If they attack, it's the end of the game. I'm not going to concede. They're fucking around. Nice. Okay, there we go. That will do us in. It will, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's no way. Oh my god. Well, you just hit me. So I can play another game. We're gonna play one more, guys. We're gonna do one more game in this video. Could have capped this video at 5 wins and been like 5-0 undefeated video. But that's okay. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna time out? Watch them time out and we win. Yeah, if they're there and they're doing this just to mess with us, like, shame on you, Bzz Magic or Bzz Music MTG. That's why you're about to get uploaded on the internet, looking like a fool. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. Remember that? You guys remember that? Watch them straight up timeout though. Looking like an asshole. Can you imagine if their client crashed or something? We'll know. Never be this guy or girl. Don't be that person. The suspense. Do they fight and be an asshole and win? Or do they really time out? The moment of truth. Oh my god! No way! They really timed out. Oh my god. Okay. I guess we're still undefeated. Oh my god. I can't believe that they just timed out. Right there before they won. Oh my god. That was great. Yo, thumbs up for that one. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, let's play one more. We'll do one more match. Cool, we got a card. Access Tunnel. I'm just hoping like for like a Mihawk Massacre on one of these cards. I'll be so stoked if we get that. All right, this is going to be the last game. See what we can do here. I can't believe that just happened. Like literally like one click away from winning and they time out. Shout out Bzz Music MTG. I publicly apologize for talking shit. And I'm sorry that you're timed out on this video. Alright, what are we working with here? We got 2 planes, Clarion Spirit. Whenever you cast your second spell, we know aspirants are great. Let's try it. Dang. A lot of people are playing this green-red deck. A lot of people want this deck, I guess. What deck are you guys gonna get? I think I'm gonna get Mono White. I'm really enjoying my Mono White. Okay. We bring out the aspirin because it's going to buff itself instantly. I can't get over the fact that they timed out. No block. Aspirin's too important. Let's apparition the tracker. And we'll buff up the apparition. I don't want that thing to die. And we attack. Okay. They're gonna hit us with 3/3 wolf, more than likely. No, let's not block. I want my board presence. I love this card, honestly. I have a green deck that I like to play with too, and it's got Ranger class in it, and it's just so much fun to play. Okay. Now we will bring out a second Luminarch. And now we bring out the Spirit. Second. Oh, I totally messed that up. That's okay. I totally did mess that up though. I was supposed to play Spirit first, and then the second spell. See, it's confusing because some cards are like, you gotta play them second, and some cards are you gotta play them first. So it's important to really keep track of your cards. I'm sure as I play this deck more, I'll be more privy to what I actually have to be doing here. Let's attack with the Apparition. They can block. You can block. I don't mind. You can block. We've got 2 Redanes in the hand right now. What do we do? Make one of them the god and one of them the shield. 2 gods, 2 shield. Ooh, 2 shields. All of them, all of their damage would be 2 less. That could be pretty good. Would totally disregard the Ranger class. Oh yeah, that's right. It's gonna buff him every single turn. I really don't want any of my cards dead. I mean, the fact that I can do like 12 damage next turn by them not having any blockers though. Is that the move though? Okay, they got a blocker. I don't think that was the move anyway. I think we kind of keep Redane out as a creature this play. We need some serious blockers. Let's keep buffing the apparition. They don't. Well, actually, they do have the mana. We're gonna do. We're gonna do no attacks. I'm assuming they're gonna give this thing +1/+1 twice. And then I can block it while it's still 6/6. They can give it a +1/+1 with that one card. They didn't do that. Okay. I definitely block that. It's for the 3/2. Do we get rid of it? I think we get rid of it. Do we get rid of it? I don't want them to buff it up and then only my reading dies. They're gonna do... What do we want here? What do we want? Let's take a chance. They could buff it up and kill my reading. Yep. They did it. Alright, well, we're still in the game here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, and that's that. We're about to win. Because these are going to buff up and they can't block. You know? And that's game. Wow. All right. Undefeated run. I'm not sure how many games that was. I think 8, maybe 7. I'm not too sure, but that is Mono White Aggro for the upcoming Challenger decks. I'll be fair. I would have lost one of the games. They did timeout. But absolutely a killer deck. I really like this deck. Glad that I was able to show you guys this. This event ends in 18 hours. You can always play with the other decks as well to try them out. But yeah, that is the upcoming 2022 Challenger decks. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more Magic and eventually other video games, then please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell so you're notified on the next video, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Later.